So, new market highs, big bank earnings, strong consumer data, and a blockbuster Netflix report. But yeah, Trump still can't stop talking about Powell. Hey everyone, it's Friday morning, July 18th, and welcome back to Capital Markets Quickie. I'm your host, Endrit Sella, here to break down yesterday's market action in just 2 minutes. Quick note before we begin, today's episode is brought to you by AMF Capital. For smart investment solutions and high-quality funds, head over to amf-capital.de. If you enjoy the podcast, please rate it wherever you're listening, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. All right, let's get to it. Let's start with the basics. Thursday was another record-breaking day. The Dow climbed 0.5%, the Standard & Poor's 500 gained around 0.7%, and the Nasdaq matched that with a 0.7% rise, locking in yet another all-time high. Investors are juggling a lot of catalysts right now: earnings, economic data, tariffs, and yes, Trump's ongoing feud with the Fed. On the economic front, June retail sales rebounded. That's a pretty clear sign tariffs aren't denting consumer spending just yet. Big banks reporting earnings this week even said the average American consumer is doing just fine. And there was more good news. Initial jobless claims fell to 221,000, the lowest level in 3 months. So yeah, the labor market is still holding up. Now, earnings were really the story of the day. TSMC posted a record profit thanks to soaring AI demand, giving chipmaker stocks a nice lift. PepsiCo surprised investors too. Revenue came in higher than expected, and they even eased their profit outlook decline for next year. But the real highlight? Netflix. After the market closed, the streaming giant crushed expectations. Second quarter revenue came in at $11.08 billion, beating estimates, and earnings hit $7.19 per share, way up from last year. They even raised their full-year revenue forecast, now expecting between $44.8 and $45.2 billion for 2025. That's up from their earlier guidance. Netflix is also leaning on a huge content slate for the second half of the year, new seasons of Wednesday, Stranger Things, and Squid Game. Plus, they're getting into more live events, NFL Christmas games, WWE Raw, and even speculation around UFC rights. It's all part of their push to drive engagement and ad revenue, which they now expect to double to about $3 billion in 2025. Meanwhile, Trump's threats to fire Powell stayed on the back burner after sparking jitters earlier in the week. He insists he's not planning to do it, for now. But his constant attacks on Powell and the Fed aren't going away anytime soon. So, a good day overall. Markets shrugged off the politics, rode the earnings wave, and stayed focused on the numbers. Let's see if the momentum holds. That's it for today's Capital Markets Quickie. I'll be back tomorrow morning with a brand new episode. Don't forget to subscribe, rate the podcast, and share it with your network. Thanks for tuning in.